if was an actual NBA stat, LeBron would be the greatest human being that ever lived. Let's talk about it.
Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
Okay, reactors, welcome back to Ring Culture, where we play no games, we just spit game about the game we love. Before we get into this video, go over to my other channel, The Nuclear Reactor, and check out my sports reactions. Y'all will really love those. But back over here at Planet Ring Culture, make sure you like and comment down below, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so y'all can be notified for every time I upload and share my videos and help me grow this community over here. So, even though I see a lot of podcasts and I keep my ear to the ground on a lot of NBA stuff, there's not really a lot of things that I really want to talk about as far as NBA. Even though I hear some things, I'm like, yeah, that was a little crazy. Unless I hear something extremely absurd. So on Gil's Arena, when Tracy McGrady was on there, they had a lot of interesting topics. And I was watching Too Raw for TV the other day, and I don't know how I missed this, but I did. Tracy McGrady made a statement that if LeBron James was introduced to the triangle offense, he would be the GOAT. So I went and found the part of the podcast where he said it. Now, he said that what he said was if LeBron James was introduced to the triangle offense earlier, and he has the knowledge that he has now, he would be the GOAT. It started out as a comparison between LeBron and Kobe. It sounds like drunk guys having a conversation at a barbecue. Before we go any further, I want y'all to hear this little segment that he had when Tracy McGrady was posing this question, and I'll let y'all know what I think about on the other side. Check this out.
You got a question before?
So my question is, let's tap into that, like the Bron and the Kobe thing, because I think when we talk about Bron, obviously we hold him to high regards of what he was able to accomplish, rightfully so. But when you look at Bron and you look at Kobe, Bron is the system. Mm-hmm. Do we agree with that? Yeah. Bron is the system. Kobe played in the system. Mm-hmm. Do you think if Bron played in a system like the triangle, and Kobe was the system, do they have the same type of success individually? That's the question.
You got through with deep thought right now, partner. So you put
put Bron in the triangle
with Shaq
in the triangle. No, put him in the triangle. I'm just saying, put him in the triangle.
Okay, put him in the triangle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he have that same success as a player?
For Kobe?
Both of them. If Cole played like Bron, pace, controlling tempo, facilitating.
Oh, pass the ball now. He ain't playing. No.
So Bron. So what you saying? So
the 81. No. Okay. So you're taking.
Bron can't play like Bron can't play like Cole, or Cole can't play like Bron in the system.
Cole can't play like Bron. I gotta give him those teams too. Then
give him the teams.
So I gotta give him the teams he scored all the points on, and they didn't win nothing because he don't care about them.
So he don't.
Yeah, 81. He's gonna get the score. He's gonna get all the scoring titles. He's gonna get the scoring titles.
But he has a record
in scoring for sure.
But he's not gonna win, Swag.
No, but I don't think LeBron could be like Kobe though. That's the thing. I don't think LeBron would never win a championship.
See, in the triangle.
I think because he gotta shoot and do all that other stuff. He ain't driving. Ain't no driving range for him. Because I'm in the triangle.
Here's what I'll say. Here's what I say to this. If Bron got introduced to the triangle at an early age,
That's different.
Bron would have expanded his game
That would be different.
tremendously.
Yeah.
We probably would be seeing, he's not as fast or uber athletic like he once was, but if you take Bron, who he is now, with the athleticism, speed and everything, agility, and put him in that triangle, learning that, I think we're talking about, I don't think it's a question.
Yeah, you couldn't.
I don't think there's a question who the greatest player would be. But, to me, would he be better than Kobe?
No. And the reason I said no is because it becomes he'd be a better winner, because the triangle is this. It makes you play, because I played in a Princeton. What happens with the triangle is this. I can't focus directly on you because it's UCLA cuts, right?
It's a lot of movements.
Everybody, the weakness moves,
Yes.
and it forces us from really trying to guard you.
Yeah.
So now I got to cut.
Gives you space.
Now everybody done moves through. Now I get to do my one-on-one, right? So because Bron is so unselfish, all this extra moving he does will have elevated his passing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he decided to go, you can't stop him, right? So it helped him become a winner faster, even though he was really smart.
Yeah.
So those little,
So here's the
like
question.
the Boobie Gibsons and stuff in a triangle would have actually helped him a lot.
So when we talk about basketball, right, we talk about not having any flaws in your game, right? So if Bron is able to play in a system and be able to be the system, and one can't be the system, but he could be in a system, who's the best basketball player? And I'm not saying one, I'm just posing a question. Because we're saying Bron's playing in the triangle, are we saying that, right? And we're saying Bron is a system. And we're saying Cole can't be, he can be the system, but he won't win. Is that what we're saying?
I don't know.
It's no different than
Everything he's won with, he's been in a triangle.
And it reminds me of this. It reminds me of, you take Cole out of the triangle is no different than taking Cole and putting him with Rudy T. Right?
Oh,
He is the early MJ. Right? You're out there scoring 35 because it's all you, fuck everybody else. Right? So we get that version of him.
but look at the team.
I don't know. No, what's that? We still get the version of a guy who's gonna go one-on-one and he's gonna try to get the scoring titles, MVPs. And then what ends up happening is, once you put him in a system, it makes it easier for him. And a system is this. I look at it like this. If I look at your team, and your team sucks, and you're out there having 30, 35, 40, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, people don't look at that. If a guy averages 32, and they're going through practice every day, and they went through training camp, and he averages 32, there's a reason. There's a pecking order, and goddamn it, that's him. Yeah. Right? So you expect that when your team is a championship team, did you individually recognize that it was to sacrifice enough to win? And Kobe early knew his team was a championship team and said, fuck all that. I already got through them. I want to be individual. And when he got Paul Gasol, he realized, I think we're good enough to win, and I'm going to sacrifice and win
in his system.
And that's when I was like, okay, he's really that dude. And when Shaq was in Orlando, when Shaq was in Miami, and he realized, okay, I'm a number 2 now. And said, D-Wade, do your thing. Okay, now with Bron, there was times where he was sacrificing to win when his team wasn't good enough to win. And I said, as a player, as if I'm going to win a championship, I'm obviously a second option on a championship team. I would want to play with Braun because what he needs, that's what I'm doing.
For sure.
I want one-on-one, I can hit back.
Yeah. He needed the D-Wade.
So playing like Kyrie, and he was one of the recognized.
That conversation was pretty crazy, but they did bring up some interesting points. This is hypothetical, so this doesn't really mean anything. What they're saying, they're guessing, just like I'm about to do. So this is all hypothetical. I want to know what your opinion is too. I don't believe LeBron James' problem was that he didn't play in the system. I think LeBron James' biggest problem that held him back for so many years, and it's going to be the reason why I don't think LeBron will ever get another championship, is his heart and his effort. That's what I think LeBron's problem is. This is what I think about LeBron. I think LeBron is not now, but when he, first came into the league, all the way up until maybe his second year with the Lakers. Because I believe LeBron was exiting his prime maybe a year after he got to the Lakers, and maybe two. I don't know. But he didn't have a lot of problem with the Lakers, even though he's still putting up prime numbers. But as I said before, it's easier to score in this NBA, and LeBron's a stat pattern. But what I think about LeBron all those years before that is that he is a ultra freakishly athletic dude. I mean, LeBron could jump, and he almost could be looking down into the rim. That's how freakishly athletic LeBron was. I think LeBron is fast, not quick, but fast. I think LeBron's a little bit above average skill-wise. I think his offensive IQ is above average. I think his offensive IQ is above average. And if we're talking about his first stint with Cleveland, I think that's when he put out his most effort. Like he did back then when he played for Cleveland the first time. He was an effort guy. That's how he led them to the championship, because he had so much effort, along with his freaky athleticism and his above average offensive IQ. And he did play great defense back then too. So that's what I think about LeBron. I think what happened was in 2007, when he choked in that first finals, I don't think LeBron was ever really the same mentally after that. I don't think he grew. I don't think LeBron necessarily grew from that. And we saw it like subsequently year after year in the playoffs that he was getting bounced out. I think one from Orlando, the Celtics. And don't get me wrong, he had some great games in those playoff series, and he had some real bad games too. But he left because he realized that he wasn't going to be able to get it done. So he went to Miami. He got D-Wade. He went to Miami for D-Wade and got Bosh to come there. Even though I feel like LeBron had his best season in like 2012 and 2013, I feel like he was a better player in his first stint with Cleveland, because to me, even though he played good defense, a great defense in 2012 and 13 in the regular season, LeBron never really played great defense in the finals and in the playoffs a lot of time. But I felt like in 2012 and 13, even though LeBron was billed as the number one, LeBron doesn't have number one mentality. That's why he melted down in 2011. He choked in 2007, melted down in 2011. So LeBron James, his problem isn't to me physical. Now let me tell you about the things that, other than his heart and his effort, that hurt LeBron. The reason I said LeBron is a little bit above average skill-wise, because LeBron has some blaring weaknesses. LeBron is not really a good ball handler. Number one. LeBron is not really a good shooter. I would give y'all this though. What was it, like 2 years ago? He shot excellent from the 3-point line with the Lakers, and I was like, wow, LeBron worked on his 3-point shooting. But I think it was just for that season he shot good, and then it went back down. But overall, LeBron's not a good shooter. He's a great finisher. LeBron is not. He's not a good free throw shooter either. LeBron isn't necessarily quick. He is fast though. He's not necessarily quick, and he's kind of stiff too. And I think LeBron IQ on defense is below average as well. And all of that coupled with the fact that LeBron James' heart and his effort hinders him. You're pitting that in the triangle offense. I don't know if that yields a result. Now, let's say if I pit, and LeBron downsides are still the same downsides he had when he was with Cleveland, except for his effort, because he gave effort. So let's take that version of him and put it in the triangle offense. And I'm not sure if LeBron wins the championship. I don't even believe that LeBron not playing in the triangle offense is somehow how do I put this? I don't believe LeBron. I don't believe LeBron James. When they said LeBron, Tracy McGrady said if he was introduced to the triangle offense earlier, it wouldn't be no question who the GOAT is. But it's not. LeBron James could have been playing in offenses. Tracy McGrady. The thing that's weird about this question is Tracy McGrady answered this question years ago in a interview with Kobe Bryant. Like if you're saying that if you want to take LeBron James and put him in a system where he is the system, Tracy McGrady always thought that you wouldn't win in that type of environment. I mean, he said this with Kobe. Listen to this interview with Kobe Bryant and Tracy McGrady talking about James Harden, and then I'll tell you what I think again.
James Harden, of course, crazy streak this season. What do you think of what he's doing right now?
Well, I think I'm not a fan of in terms of winning championships. I don't think that style's ever going to win championships. But at the same time, you have to keep your team's head above water to win games. So you have to do what you have to do to win games, and he's doing that. Right now, I think.
So are you saying you don't think James Harden and the Rockets, as constructed, can win a title?
Not with this style of play, it won't win. Right, with one player dominating the ball. Now when you have Chris Paul come back and you have more movement to the offense, you can move guys around where you're harder to find.
And Chris Paul's back, so you mean more?
Yeah, because listen, if you take one player, you put him at the top of the key, or you put him on the wing, you run the screen rolls, you're always in front of the defense. The defense can key on that, particularly in the playoffs. I mean, that's easy to defend. Yeah, it's easy to defend. Now what he's doing is absolutely remarkable, though. And I think it's a testament to how remarkable it is because people are now trying to minimize what it is that he's doing. I mean, he's doing some phenomenal stuff.
You see what I'm saying? So since we're just playing a hypothetical game, we are all reserved to the fact you can't win a championship with one guy being the system. And that LeBron style of play wasn't winning the championship. But LeBron holds the ball for a long time until he sees a score. That shit will not win the championship. Steve Nash couldn't do it. LeBron, Michael Jordan early in his career when Doug Collins had everything going through him. Grant Hill when Doug Collins had everything going through him. Kobe Bryant. That is not championship basketball. So if you put LeBron in the triangle offense, which LeBron should have been in the offense, I can't remember if he ever played in the actual offense when he in his career. Because all I remember LeBron is after he left. I think those Miami years he played in the okay offense. It wasn't. Spoelstra had them in sort of an offense, and he had his best years there. and we see the results. Albeit he was on the super team. I don't know if you put LeBron in the triangle, if that would help LeBron. But they also asked the question, could LeBron play like Kobe and Kobe play LeBron? I don't think LeBron is anywhere near as skilled as Kobe Bryant. I think the deficit between LeBron and Kobe athleticism, because I think LeBron is more athletic than Kobe, or we're talking about back then. But I think Kobe's skill level is wider than LeBron's athleticism gap between Kobe and LeBron. I think I have Kobe Bryant as the most skilled player, tied with a few players like Michael Jordan, guys like that. There are some players who I thought were extraordinarily skilled, and I just think LeBron is a little bit above average skill. So I don't think LeBron has nearly as many strengths as Kobe Bryant had. And Gilbert Arenas did make a great point. And Kobe Bryant said this when he was talking about James Harden. When Kobe Bryant was going off scoring, he was trying to keep his team head above water. He knew that they weren't good enough to win. You heard Gilbert say it. But Kobe Bryant was a basketball student. I know they call LeBron a basketball student. I don't see LeBron as a basketball student. But Kobe I did see. So when Kobe got a team around him that he saw that he can work with these guys and win, Kobe Bryant didn't have to score as much as he did. And it showed. And those Lakers teams, when they got Paul Gasol and Odom, Fisher, and those guys, those teams were dominant. They were loaded. And I felt like Kobe mastered basketball at that point too. Playing in that system, he was ready for everything. Again, if y'all ever see this y'all need to watch this video called Kobe Doing Work, and he'll explain. He explains what he sees on the court. He breaks down film, and the guy was just a master of basketball. So I don't know if I would say LeBron, if he was in a triangle offense, he would, be better than what he turned out to be. LeBron James, the last thing I will say about LeBron, I think LeBron is uncoachable as well. I think LeBron is a coach killer. He's uncoachable. I think, as I told y'all before, I believe LeBron's whole career is smoke and mirrors. He's a fraud that collects great players. He collects great players, and whatever success he gets, he gets all the credit for it. And when they lose, those great players become sacrificial lambs, because he needs someone. His ball boys need somebody to blame when LeBron ultimately chokes and hinders his team from winning when he's not getting back on defense or when he's not playing defense. So the conversation they had was good, but it's just an if. It's saying that there will be no doubt it will be no doubt who the GOAT is if he played in the triangle. Well, let me give you my if. I still don't think he would be the GOAT. I don't know if LeBron James could play in the system like that because he's so uncoachable and he has so many downsides to him. There is a reason why LeBron James only has 4 championships in 22 seasons, and on mostly super teams, because LeBron is not that dude. He's a fraud. But anyway, let me know what y'all think down below. As always, remember, we are ring culture, because the whole point of the culture is to win rings for the culture. I love y'all. Peace.